the Behringer BA85A, a dynamic supercardioid pickup pattern vocal microphone, which is also great for podcasting. This is extremely affordable compared to other brands like, for example, Shure, and specifically the Shure Beta 58A. Now in this video, I will show you what's in the box, how this microphone sounds, and you can then decide whether or not that is an interesting microphone for you. And if you're interested, you will also find another video about this microphone comparing it to the Shure Beta 58A, which this microphone is trying to copy, but costs a fraction of that Shure microphone. So now let's start with unboxing this. And first of all, we have this cardboard that is around this plastic box in sorts, or this suitcase almost. Then you can open this up. You have the paperwork right here with the frequency response chart. And then down here we have the microphone as well as the microphone stand adapter. One thing to note is that I'm always kind of interested to see that these really inexpensive brands come with these packages like this box, for example, which is really rugged, and of course inside you have a lot of foam and padding and all of that. Now what we have here is a microphone which is typically handheld. Up here we have the protective cover or the grill, and then underneath that we can actually screw this open, and there you can see the capsule. Now this capsule is the part that actually picks up the voice or all the sounds that you have and that are going to go in there. There's also some type of shock mounting in here, and we'll test that, how it handles the handling and everything. Now, of course, at the bottom, you will find a simple XLR port for this microphone to be connected to your recorder or to your audio interface or what have you. You cannot directly connect this to your computer via USB. You will have to get an audio interface to be able to do that. Now though, let's connect this to an XLR cable, and I have one just right here. And with that, we are connected, and you are able to hear the sound that I'm speaking directly into this microphone. Now you will notice that this sounds very different from, let's say, my overhead microphone that I have here, because this microphone of course is closer to my mouth, but it also has a different pickup pattern. Usually this is actually what you want for podcasting, because this is the fuller and richer sound that you usually get when you have a microphone really close to the person. This is also not typically comparable to, let's say, for example, a lavalier microphone, which is not something you would hand hold or have a stand for, but it just doesn't give you that oomph that a microphone like this will give. Now I will now pass this back and forth between my hands to show you a little bit of the kind of rejection of the handling noise. And with that, I hope you can judge for yourself how you like this handling noise rejection. Now, of course, what you can also do is you can take the holder and, for example, screw it into your mic arm. In this case, I have the Rode PSA 1 Plus. And just like that, you have a really clean setup where you can actually also have your hands free, which can be quite nice because you will have to handhold this throughout the whole conversation or whatever you want to do. This way, you also don't have that much wiggle room in terms of like how much noise you pick up. Of course, with this type of microphone, you have a pickup pattern, which is supercardioid, meaning that it is going to pick up mostly from the front. And I'm going to demonstrate this by moving around the microphone. So right now, I'm speaking into the microphone relatively close up and directly. Now if I move around the microphone onto the side, now you can see how that sounds when I'm speaking into the microphone from the side. Now I want to go further and go behind the microphone, and now you listen to how this sounds from behind the microphone, and now I am coming back into the front. These type of microphones also have somewhat of a pop filter built into the grill. However, that is not necessarily the best, and I would usually add onto this type of microphone some kind of pop filter foam in the front, specifically for podcast recording. For live stage performances, it's not necessarily going to make that much of a difference, but let's demonstrate how pop filtery or not pop filtery this microphone actually is when you speak directly into it. This is how it sounds when I directly into this microphone. This is how it sounds when I directly into this microphone. Overall, I have to say that this microphone punches way above its price range in terms of the quality that you get, in terms of build, in terms of ruggedness, in terms of sound quality as well. Now, would I choose this microphone over the Shure SM58 or the Shure Beta 58A? I'm not sure, but you are going to be able to figure that out by going to my profile here on Amazon and directly check out the comparison that I did with these three microphones side by side, so that you can make that decision for yourself, whether you want to save a little bit more or you want to go for the quality of the brand name Shure.